Hello, welcome back to Fir Park, and I have been actually quite busy, so I'll show you what I have been doing. Starting with the N-gauge layout, which is the lower level baseboard. I've been carrying on ballasting the track, and I have made some quite good progress on it. I've ballasted all of this section, which goes around the corner there, and I'll take you around there now. So the main station area here on this side is ballasted. There's the corner section, so we've got the back scene, and then we've got the overflow fiddle yard at the back there, and also the main running lines. Bit of a gap there you can see, which I'll fill in when I come to it. Moving on round, I've ballasted all of the track here. Again, another gap there which I can fill in and sort out. In hindsight, when I had the bare baseboards here before I actually did anything, I probably should have put a strip of silver Gorilla Tape across there. I've seen people do that, but I didn't do it, and left with a gap, but I can sort it out. So we're ballasted there up to the end of that scenic section. Just a sneak preview of what is coming up after the N-gauge update. Okay, carrying on the N-gauge now. I've used some knock retaining walls at the back there. They're very useful, those. I'm going to use those on the upper level as well, and you can see I've ballasted all the track where the depot is. Main lines at the back there, and the track is all nicely ballasted right the way down to the station down the end there. You can see the TMD is on the right hand side with the locomotive washer plant in the left lower there, main line over the top of the picture. And yeah, so this is all ballasted, this area, so I've only got one end and a little bit of the of the other main station to do. Now then, onto the upper level now. I know we may have left the EU, Brexit and all that, but that doesn't mean that my interest in European railways will diminish. I've always shown an interest in them, German, Swiss, Austrian, bit of Italian, bit of French as well. Very interesting operations, been on many a holiday interrailing, and I wanted a layout on the top level here which could be suitable for my 00 gauge BR outline sort of stuff, but also my continental stuff, and that's exactly what I've done. So what we have is the upper level, which comprises of a single loop going all the way around, and then what we have here, the light here is not great, it's right underneath an LED light, but what we've got here is excuse me, we've got a single track coming in with a couple of points going into a 3-platform station, but this 3-platform through station also doubles up technically as like a fiddle yard, so I can have 3 trains in here and obviously run whichever one I want going through. What I've got on test at the moment is a set of Rocco and Lima FS Italian Railways Euro-FEMA stock with a Trans-Euro night sleeper coach. We've got a sleeperette coach up there, and we've got, moving down a bit further, some other coaches. I'll take you down there, show you the other end. Okay, here's the other end. So we've got the orange and the grey Euro-FEMA coaches. We've also got one of those classic articulated Italian electric locos. Now, the Basel to Roma service was actually hauled by a Swiss loco to a station, Domo di Sola I think it is, on the Italian-Swiss border. Then an Italian loco would take over and vice versa, so that's what I'm trying to replicate. Picked up a signal box, and you can see the track plan here goes back into the single track with I've got a line there for a loco to perform exactly that operation that I was just saying. So the Swiss loco in the here coming on and doing a bit of shunting and that, so I can do that as well. Over the back there as we come round. I'm trying to go for a sense of depth here, so I'm going to get some of these old style townhouses and I'm going to put them all the way along. That block of flats and that block there are just there at the moment to give me some sort of idea. But I do like these tall buildings. I think they look better than those. Those will go somewhere else, I think. I've got to give a special mention to MRS, Model Rail Solutions, based in Alder Hills in Poole in Dorset. And they're a brilliant model shop, fully stocked, stockists of Bachmann, Hornby, Heljan, Dapol. They do Continental, Outline. They stock all of the knock range, basically everything. You can order everything. They're a tier 1 Hornby stockist, so you can pre-order anything you want. And yeah, they're a really good, useful, helpful model shop. And I've you know, always support your local model shop, because I think some of the bigger retailers have become too big for their boots, to be honest, and it's about time we supported our local outlets. So yeah, I got these buildings today in a bargain box with a load of stuff, including that signal box. But carrying on with the update, the upper level goes round, simple, straightforward. And then we come to a girder bridge. Now what I've done here is, again, a bit of ingenuity. This loop, this line going through here, comes off the lower level and forms another loop at the back there. Now the upper level loop carries on all the way along, and then utilises the Hornby suspension bridge and carries on round back to where we were at the other end. Now the lower level is a double track main line, so it's difficult to show you the actual track plan, but if we just go back to here again, with the 2 tracks coming round. Now we've got, where are we? Yeah, so we've got one of the inner loop is here, and that goes into 2 platforms for the next station. Then we have another, the outer loop line is here. This line here comes off the outer loop, as does that line, and they both form additional loops. So we've got a loop at the back there, and we've got this loop here which come through, and that loop there goes underneath the bridge and joins back up with the other one. Now you can effectively have a couple of trains in there as if they were in the fiddle yard, so it's effectively storage. So this unit here is in the line here. I could either use a train in that loop or one in the loop underneath there and run those around. So effectively it's scenic on, you know, storage on the actual layout. Yep, so we start going into another station here, and I'll just take you up further. Right, there's a better view of it there. It's difficult trying to sort of show everything in shot. Now you can see the upper level line. You can see at the top left of the picture where the signal box is. That's where the double track comes round, and then it goes into, in the foreground here, a passing loop. The other, where the other DMU is there, the longer DMU, that is the outer loop of the lower double track circuit, and you can see coming off that, going under the suspension bridge, the other loop line. We have a DR rail bus there, and then we have the part of the passing loop there, and then there is a bit of a terminating bay platform here. Now if I can just come out a bit. Yep. Again, some more of the bits and pieces I picked up from Model Railway Solutions. We've got some Viking buses, and we've got a Continental station platform and canopy, and a station building. Now I'm not quite sure what make those are. It could be Kibri, it could be Falla. I think this is Falla. Then we've got the knock retaining walls behind, and then the double track comes back round, and then you can see there's the other lower hidden loop that comes round from behind with the upper level going over. Then we've got a small signal box there at the junction. Upper level at the back. I've got some trams there that are static. I'm going to do some sort of line there. Then you can see the double track comes back round, and then it comes back round back to where the upper level is here. Now in the foreground here I've got a tunnel entrance, and that was a knock tunnel entrance, which is that one there. Again, purchased from Model Railway Solutions. And I've also used some retaining wall here, which is that catalogue reference there. That's actually N gauge, I think, but you know, the sizes they come in, that's the tunnel mouth is HO, but I didn't want, obviously this here, I didn't want it to be really high, so we have the tunnel mouth, and what I had to do is cut a slot into the, this is easy foam stuff to cut a slot into it, so it actually goes in, slots over the upper level. That's to get it in, because it's a bit of a tight fit, and it does overhang the baseboard a bit, so hence I had to put a piece here in the foreground against the truss, just to give it a, you know, the effect, and a piece behind, so it doesn't just go off scene, you know, into nothing. Now what will happen on the upper level, about here, I'm going to have some train canopies, probably use the Hornby ones, and they will form a scenic break. So we'll have the canopies here, and then all of this area will be non-scenic. So what will happen is there'll be I've got some board that I'm going to cut to put a bit of a back scene going along, which will go behind this up to about that height, going along. So all of this section here will be off scene, non-scenic, and then there'll be a tunnel mouth coming out here with the trams and everything, and the upper level will just disappear behind probably a back scene with the tunnel mouth in the foreground there. Those are the knock retaining walls that I've been using. They are actually N gauge, but it depends what you want them for. You can use them for anything. You can use, you know, N, HO or O, depending on the effect you're going for. Again, Model Railway Solutions, Older Hills, Pool. I got these from, they stock the full knock range. And there's one of the knock retaining walls in action. You can see that the N gauge version is actually just about right to come up to where the upper level is. And then we've got the Hornby suspension bridge, which I think looks really good there. It looks really, it gives a look of grandeur when you've got, you know, electric locos passing over it. Real continental feel on this side of the layout. This section over here, I forgot to mention, I put a point in there with a line going off around there underneath there. Now it is obviously powered. I'm either going to use that as a sort of diorama type junction, or I'm going to use it with some sort of distillery factory complex there, and have some wagons sort of disappearing in underneath. I haven't quite decided yet, or I might just make it completely overgrown and no longer used. So that's one thing that I've got to look at. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with progress on this so far. I picked up a few of these Marklin Trans-Europe Express coaches. They're not scale length 1:87 scale, but I didn't realise that, and I went and picked them up and then thought, hang on a minute, these are a little bit shorter than some of the other ones, so I got rid of the longer ones, and I've just gone for some Marklin and Roco non-scale length. So I've got a rake of 6 of these, and And yeah, they're not bad at all. To be honest, I'm not really fussed if they're not scale length. They look the part, they run, you know, okay. And I even managed to get the observation dome car there, which is quite useful, and the restaurant coach with the pantograph. Yeah, so I'm pleased with those. And what I shall do going along here, I shall use some more of the knock retaining walls. They are quite pricey though, that's the only thing. So what I might do is get some balsa wood, or see if I can get some of the rubber, more flexible type retaining wall that you can get, and just put that along. But either way, this will be covered with retaining wall going all the way along. And then where that sleeper coach is, there'll be 2 Hornby platform canopies sort of coming out there to give a sort of sense that the platforms emerge out from underneath the you know, oval roof, and it's part of a larger sort of station area. And then we'll have a back scene here which will be about that high going along as mentioned, and that will just make the scene quite nice there. Obviously those back scenes I left in from the previous layout, but you know, the fact you can still see them, I think we'll still add a bit of depth, even though, you know, it'll be non-scenic. The back scene, sort of imagine a sort of piece like that coming round about this high going along, with, you know, some sort of factory buildings or something superimposed on them just to cover. So this scene will be non-scenic going across there, but you'll still be able to see those, which will still give a bit of depth. So I'm quite happy with that. But I do like this area here, this tunnel entrance. I think that's really good. Looks really you know, continental looking. So that's it for this update. It's quite a long update. I thought it was, you know, it's time I did a decent update. So thanks for watching, and do remember to check out Model Railway Solutions at Alder Hills in Poole. They stock absolutely everything. They'll do anything for you. You can order anything. Check out the website. Just search Model Railway Solutions on the internet, and yeah, they are very, very good and very helpful. So give them a go. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and to all my viewers, and please feel free to leave comments, and I hope what I'm doing is of interest. So see you in the next video.